My mom set me up to trigger my stepmom's allergies, then called me stupid when I got punished, so I switched sides and she's fuming. Hi everyone. My name is Zoe, I'm 15 years old female. My parents are divorced and I split time between my dad and stepmom's house and my mom's house. My parents divorced when I was around 10, and my dad remarried 2 years ago. My stepmom, Kelly, is honestly a great person, but my mom always tells me she's pretending so she can use me to get to her, so I've always been cold to her. She's kind of awkward, super allergic to a lot of stuff, more on that, and really tries hard to make me feel welcome. Anytime I try to loosen up I keep hearing my mom's voice on how she's manipulating and pretending, so we never really had that kind of cool relationship. She's not trying to be my mom, which I appreciate though. My mom, on the other hand, hates Kelly. I don't even think it's personal, I think it's just that she hates that dad moved on with someone stable and kind, while her own dating life is a disaster. Mom's the kind of person who needs to feel like she's in control of everything, and if she can't be the center of attention, she loses it. Here's what went down. A few weeks ago, I was at my mom's house for the weekend. Before I left to go back to my dad's, she handed me a container of homemade cookies and told me to give them to Kelly as a peace offering and I should make sure she ate it. If she asks me who made it I should lie that I was the one. It wasn't really a lie because I helped my mom in baking those cookies, so whatever. I was kind of confused because she's never made Kelly anything before, but she said she was trying to be nice and extend an olive branch. I even asked if there were nuts in them because I knew Kelly was deathly allergic to tree nuts and shellfish and some weird preservatives, and my mom said, of course not. Were you not there when I was making it? What do you think I am, stupid? Kelly opened them. So I told her it was a peace offering from me to her. Maybe our relationship can get better after this. She smiled and took one, sniffed them immediately, took a bite and went pale. She vomited it and asked me if I was sure there were no nuts. I said no, and she said they smelled like almond extract. She didn't eat any again, thank God. When my dad came back she told him what happened and my dad was furious. He checked with her allergist, and they confirmed that almond extract can cause a reaction in people with tree nut allergies. He called my mom and demanded to know what was in the cookies. My mom straight up laughed and said something like, if she's that sensitive, maybe she shouldn't be eating at all. I was horrified. I ran to my room, called my mom and told her to come get me because I know my dad, he won't let this go. She told me that I was stupid for not knowing what was in them, and that it was my fault for bringing them over and she won't waste gas. So I got grounded for carelessly delivering an allergen, even though I was basically set up. I didn't argue, I just sat with it. And while I was grounded, I started really thinking about how my mom acts versus how Kelly acts. And honestly, I realized I was done. Kelly never talks bad about my mom, even though my mom trashes her constantly. Kelly respects my space, my time, my opinions. My mom manipulates, gaslights, and throws tantrums if she's not getting her way. So when the grounding ended, I asked my dad if we could adjust the custody agreement. I told him I'd rather live with him full-time and just visit my mom occasionally, and that I didn't feel safe or respected at her house. He was stunned but supportive. My stepmom cried, in a good way, and my dad got a lawyer. My mom lost it. She accused Kelly of brainwashing me, said I was betraying her, and even said I was punishing her for trying to do something nice. I reminded her she called me stupid and tried to poison someone. She said I was being dramatic. Dad's lawyer filed for a change in custody. Because I'm 15 about to celebrate my 16th birthday, the court takes my preferences seriously. We also submitted screenshots of texts from my mom admitting she used almond extract and calling me names. My mom fought back, ready to prove her texts were fake and generated by my dad's wife to steal her daughter away from her. She said my stepmom obviously couldn't get pregnant, so she wants to take me away and force her way into my life. The judge didn't budge and asked her to stay quiet. When my mom saw it's not looking good for her, she changed tactics. She started crying, telling me how her worst fear is finally coming to pass, how I shouldn't want to be away from her. she loved me and no woman can love a child more than their mother. I told her, I prefer to be with people that won't set me up and deny me when I need their help. She said she was just angry and felt my dad won't do anything if I was to be the culprit. I couldn't help but feel more used and betrayed. Custody officially changed that month. I started living full-time with Dad and Kelly. I do visit my mom one weekend a month if I feel like it. I have a say in that now. Mom is still angry, still posting weird Facebook rants about ungrateful children and husband stealing snakes, but I've blocked her on everything except text, and I mute those too. I'm keeping my distance. Kelly and I now bake together every Saturday, completely nut-free, of course, and I feel like I finally have a peaceful, respectful home. So yeah. I switched sides. And I have zero regrets. Thanks for listening.